Welcome back to Make Mechatronics. So this is the fourth video of the series. Okay, लास्ट वीडियो में हम लोगों ने देखा था कि हम लोगों ने आर्डिनो रीड, ओके, एनालॉग रीड, एनालॉग राइट एंड पोटेंशियोमीटर कैसे काम करता है, पोटेंशियल डिवाइडर का कॉन्सेप्ट क्या होता है, हम लोगों ने वो सारी चीज़ें देखी थी. सो ये वीडियो में, ये लेक्चर में हम लोग देखेंगे कि जॉयस्टिक्स जो आप देखते हैं ना, रिमोट कंट्रोल जो रेडीमेड रिमोट कंट्रोल कार्स एंड हेलीकॉप्टर्स एंड वॉट जो मिलते हैं, उनके जॉयस्टिक्स कैसे होते हैं. ओके, एंड फॉर दैट वी हैव टू गो बैक टू आवर ब्लैक बोर्ड. सो let me just make sure that the blackboard is visible. Okay, just a second. Okay, so I think the blackboard is visible. Okay, so what is a joystick? Okay, so joystick में क्या होता है? जॉयस्टिक हम लोग देखते हैं हमेशा, वो रेस्टिंग पोजीशन उसका एक मिडिल पोजीशन होता है, एंड देन वी कैन मूव इट अप एंड डाउन. ओके, सम पीपल कॉल इट गिम्बल ऑल्सो, राइट. सो होता क्या एक्चुअली? सो जस्ट लाइक हम लोगों ने जो पोटेंशियोमीटर देखा था, वी हैव सीन पोटेंशियोमीटर, राइट. पोटेंशियोमीटर हैज़ दैट अ लॉन्ग रजिस्टर, and we have one slider which slides on that resistor, and जहाँ पे भी वो slider point करता है, जो first point होता है, the positive end. Potentiometer has 3 pins. This is the potentiometer. Okay, this is the 3 pins. This is positive, this is ground, this is the slider. So ये स्लाइडर जहाँ पे पॉइंट करता है, इन दोनों के बीच का रेजिस्टेंस उतना हो जाता है, एंड इन दोनों के बीच का रेजिस्टेंस, ये दोनों के रेजिस्टेंस इतना हो जाएगा. ओके, अब जो गिम्बल होता है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा इससे सिमिलर फॉर्म में काम करता है. कैसे? लेट मी टेल यू. लेट मी जस्ट इरेज दिस. ओके, सो जो गिम्बल देखते हैं हम लोग, कैसा होता है? एक इस तरीके का बॉक्स होगा. ओके, and then we have a joystick in the middle. Okay, and then उस पर एक कुछ तो होता है, थंब प्रिंट टाइप का, right. And then we have a circular ball type thing. Okay, and this is like completely movable in all directions, right? Well, no, it's not completely movable in all directions. What's inside this is the key that how it works. So inside that there are kind of something like in x direction. Sorry. Okay, in x direction, in this direction there's something, and in y direction there's something. What is that something? So in x direction, okay, there's a ball in the front. Okay, in x direction there is a potentiometer. Okay, gimbal or joystick is nothing but a two-dimensional 2D potentiometer. 2D potentiometer means one potentiometer is configured like this in x direction, and x direction, and one is in y direction. Okay, so this is the two potentiometer, and then the y one is like this. Okay, this is the potentiometer, and this stick, okay, which is sticking out of the joystick, is the slider. Okay, so when, suppose if you are moving a slider and it's at this position, then what will be the position? Okay, it is touching here and it is touching here. Okay, then you can go from till here, so it is touching here and here. Okay, like this. So मतलब कहने का मतलब ये है कि we have two potentiometers like this. Okay, two potentiometers like in 90 degrees, and उसके ऊपर वो गिम्बल बिल्ड किया हुआ है इस तरीके से कि हम लोग उसको एक्स में भी कहीं एक्स डायरेक्शन में किधर भी घुमा सकते हैं, एंड वाई डायरेक्शन में किधर भी घुमा सकते हैं, साइमल्टेनियसली एक्स वाई में भी घुमा सकते हैं. तो वो कहीं भी ऑल अराउंड वी कैन मूव इट लाइक 360 डिग्री वी कैन मूव इट. Okay, it's kind of like a ball socket joint. This ball socket joint, this is the gimbal. I can move it in x also, I can move it in y also, and xy both, right? see, like this. So that is the benefit. So इससे हम लोग क्या क्या कर सकते हैं? For a simple thing, we can just control the forward, backward, right, left of a car. How? We will program our Arduino that, suppose, see, every position will give different value. Okay, so if the gimbal is at this point, it will give some value. It's at this point, it will give some value. Okay, this point it will give different value. So using that value, we can define that this is up, this is down, this is right, this is left, right? We can, using if else statements, we can write it. So that is one thing we can do. Another thing what we can do, see, we are getting continuous values from here. It's a potentiometer, and potentiometer we give continuous values from 0 to 1023 in Arduino, right? So we can also control speed of our motors. Okay, so gimbal not only can control the direction of our motors. Okay, how direction? Suppose this is the gimbal, and suppose if it controls direction of one motor, just one motor. If it's going forward, it's controlling direction forward. If your gimbal आगे बढ़ा रहे हो तुम लोग, so क्या होगा, motor will start moving forward, and as much as you go forward, its speed will increase. Similarly, as much as you come backward, its speed will increase in the reverse direction. Okay, so that is the gimbal. Okay, hope it is all thing is visible to you. Okay, so that is all about the gimbal. There's a little bit of problem. We don't actually have a joystick in TinkerCAD, so we are going to use two potentiometer to simulate a joystick. Okay, in TinkerCAD, and we will see that thing I just told you. One of the functions, which is we will attach four LEDs to the Arduino. Okay, each LED will have labeled up, down, right, sorry, left and right. Okay, up, down and left, right. So if I move my gimbal upwards, the up will light up. If I move my gimbal downwards, the down will light up. If I move my gimbal leftwise, left will light up. If I move my gimbal right will light up. If I move my gimbal diagonally, like in this direction, what will light up? The up and right. If I move my gimbal here, down and left. This is down and right, this is up and left. So like this it should work. Okay, so using this we can use the gimbal, our own made gimbal in the TinkerCAD to control the direction of the motor. Okay, about the motor, okay, you actually, most of you have used the motor. If you are seeing this, that means you're into electronics, and I can't believe anyone said to me that I don't know what a motor is, with after you're learning Arduino and you don't know motor is, that's not possible. So you obviously know what motor is. Okay, so there is a separate lecture on how to use motor high power devices with the microcontroller. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about that in this lecture, just the intro part. Okay, but we are going to mainly focus on the gimbal part here. Okay, so हम लोग एक बार गिम्बल देख लेते हैं completely. Okay, हम लोग को joysticks कैसे control करना है. Joysticks are gimbal it's similar things. Okay, see, there are two types of gimbals. एक होता है जिसमें जो स्टिक होता है उसका न्यूट्रल पोजीशन, जो उसका नॉर्मल पोजीशन होता है वो मिडिल होता है. ठीक है, तो अगर तुम लोग उसको ऊपर करोगे एंड छोड़ दोगे तो अपने आप स्प्रिंग बैक होके मिडिल में आ जाएगा. एंड एक होता है जो कि जिसको तुम जहाँ छोड़ोगे वहीं पर रहेगा. मतलब इफ़ यू लीव इट एट टॉप, अप, it will stay up only until you change it. So two types of gimbals are there, joysticks are there. Okay, so let's switch back to our TinkerCAD screen. Yes, we are back at our TinkerCAD screen. So see what we have done. We have done the 555 timer, we have done the induction Arduino, we have done Arduino intro 2. Now let's do joystick. Okay, it's good. See, I'm going slowly so that you guys can follow. Okay, so you can follow, you don't have to just watch the whole video and then again replay it and then copy the code and then write the code and then follow the video. You can just follow along. Okay, I'm going at a reasonable pace. So we just quickly take two potentiometers. Where is the potentiometer? Okay. Two potentiometer. Let me see if it's possible to rotate this potentiometer at a certain angle so that they will, okay, so this is not going to help. Is it going to help? I think it will help. This will be a horizontal X gimbal and this will be a Y gimbal, Y potentiometer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what do we need else? We need, what else do we need? We need a Arduino. Here is our Arduino. Okay. So let's adjust everything. We will put the potentiometer as 10 kilo ohm only, because 250 kilo ohm is a very large value. It doesn't matter, okay, because the values we are going to get is in this, like, in same. If we either we choose, we choose 10 kilo ohms, we choose 200 kilo ohms, we choose 100,000 kilo ohms, whatever, it's going to be same. So it doesn't matter, you just leave it like this only. Okay, so what will be the connection? Now let's talk about how many pins gimbal have. See, I told you gimbal or joystick is made up of two potentiometers, okay, one X and one Y. So there will be two middle pins, means two slider pins. In one potentiometer we have one slider pin, in second potentiometer we have two slider pins. Okay, in the last video if you see, we are using the slider pin and we are connecting that slider pin to this A0 to A5, this analog read pins, okay, where we can read the value of the potentiometer, right? So gimbal has two potentiometers, so how many pins should have? It should have two pins, and it has two pins only. Okay, two pins for what? Two pins for output, data output, and two extra pins for power, plus 5 volts and ground. Okay, so let's start the wiring. We will first use red wire. uh, let's say this is the positive side, and let's keep the positive side common. This is the positive side. Okay, okay, positive side. Okay, then we have black color wire to negative side. Okay, in the next video we will learn about motors, and after that we will control our motors with this, no, homemade joysticks. Okay, not homemade, TinkerCAD made joysticks. Okay, so let me just take one pin wire from ground. One wire from ground will go where? Connect to the, it's not connecting. See, make sure that the wires are connected. Sometimes it happens that they seem connected but they are not connected. Okay, just if you're confused, just press escape, that wire will disappear and then you can try again. When this box appears, then you have to click. Okay, then also just zoom in a little bit. Okay, now it's connected. We have our ground wire settled. Okay, ground wire is settled. Now plus 5 volt. Change the color to red, and then this is all the power connections. Now we have to use two different color wires. I will use green and connect it to A0, and then this will go to A1. See, you can use any pin. I'm using the first two, so doesn't matter which pin you use. Okay, let's arrange all of this in a bit nice looking fashion. Okay, here we have all our connections complete. So now we'll go back to the code part, change from block to text. Okay, you guys can try the block code. Okay, block code is easier than this text code, but text code give you more control over your art. Okay, so if you can, you should learn C code. Okay, basic C knowledge will also do. So just learn C code and then start this course. It will help you a lot. Block coding is good. Block coding is faster, but block coding only lets you do what is like provided with the functions. Okay, in this type of code you can write anything you want. Okay, obviously you will make mistakes and then you will learn also. So let's start. So how many variables do we need? We need one variable for export. Export, which is our export? See, this is in x direction. See, this is in x direction, going from here to here. Okay, let me just. And this is in y direction, going from here to here. Export is connected to A1. Export is connected to A1, and then int yport, no spaces. Yport is connected to A0. Okay, we have named our potentiometers. Okay, now we have to define them as inputs. So Control C, just first write input here. Okay. Input, okay, so we have input now. Export, and then yport. Now just a simple question. Suppose we are using a gimbal which stays at its middle place. Okay, मतलब हम लोग वो वाला gimbal use कर रहे हैं जो कि हम लोग उसको कहीं पे भी move करेंगे, so its resting position is in the middle. In the middle means what? In the middle means what? In the middle means we will get this potentiometer will be here. At this potentiometer will be here. This potentiometer will be here. So in the middle, how much value do we get? If the minimum value is 0, the maximum value is 123. So in the middle, how much value we get? We get 512, right? So 512 is our middle value. So if something goes above 512, it should be up in up down, and something goes below 512, it should be down. Similarly, something goes above 512 in left right should be right, and something goes below 512, it should be left, right? Okay. But is it right? Because suppose, see, 512 means what? What is the stepping voltage? We calculated ना, हम लोगों ने calculate किया था ना कि जो आर्डिनो की जो पिन्स होते हैं, आर्डिनो का जो वैल्यू आ रही है वो 512, 511, उनमें डिफरेंस कितने वोल्ट का है? It is 0.08 volts difference, like 1/100th, 8 by 100 of a volt, which is very small. So we should have a range of buffer. हम लोग एक range of buffer रखेंगे, suppose say between 510 to 512. So if something is going above 502, 512, not 518. Suppose if it's something is going above 518, okay, then it's going to be up, and something is going below 510, then it's going to be down. Okay, so हम लोग 5 का बफर रखेंगे. So 512 minus 5 is okay, and then 512 plus 5 is upper limit. So that we're going to keep. Okay, 5 or 6 you can choose. Okay, you can experiment with it and choose the lowest number possible. Why we are doing this? Because कैसा होगा ना कि suppose the joystick is in the middle. Sometimes it happens that the manufacturing fault is like that. जो joystick जब middle में आता है तो 512 या 511 कर रहा है. तो क्या होगा? Suppose if we have made a car and you have coded it like this, होगा क्या? जैसे ही joystick वापस middle में आएगा, but still a car is coming backward. Why? because it is sending the signal to the Arduino as 511, but Arduino को पता है कि 511 मिला मतलब 512 से कम है, तो गाड़ी को पीछे लेके आना है. So it will not be good, right? It should have a middle buffer, okay? एक buffer होना चाहिए up down का. Okay, so let me create that two values, so we can change that upper and lower values, okay, anytime we want. So we will create two more variables, okay. up limit हम लोग up limit क्या रखें, up limit 517 and end TWN. Down limit is 512 is the middle one, so it should be -5 or -8. Let's say 507. Sorry, 507 will do. Okay, so 7 to 17 we have a 10 buffer of 10 values, in which in these middle values, if the joystick is saying okay, it will do what? It will do what? It is up? No, it's not up. It's down? No, it's not down. It's right? It's not right. It's left? It's not left. What is it? It stopped. Car has to stop also, ना. अगर तुम लोग एक joystick बना रहे हो, समझ लो एक one joystick you have, okay, and you controlling a car with it, and you are keeping the joystick in the middle, and still a car is moving. So how will you stop your car, right? So there should be a stop button. There should be a point in the around the 360 degree. The car is halting. So that is the point. If the value is between 507 and 517, the car will not move in either, like, it will not be either up, down, left, right, nothing. Just stop. So we will add one more LED for stop also. Okay, I think it is clear now. So we will just type B here. I only did. Who else will do now? Okay. So what will our code look like? So what क्या क्या करना है हमें, पहले ये देखते हैं हम लोग. So हम लोगों को पहले सबसे पहले values read करनी है. Okay. One thing we forgot. LEDs भी तो लगाने हैं, and यहाँ पे semicolon भी रह गया. LEDs भी तो लगाने हैं. So we have up LED. Let's say 3. We have B LED. Let's say 4. We have L LED. Let's say 5. And then we have R LED. Let's say 6. And at last we have S LED, means stop LED, that is 7. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are the pin numbers we are going to use for LEDs. Okay, so what is the function of our program? Also need to add pin numbers now, right? Let's see. मैं यहाँ पे स्पेस डाल रहा हूँ. ये एक स्टैक ऑफ पिन मोड्स है, ठीक है, पॉट वाल्व्स के लिए, एंड ये दूसरे स्टैक ऑफ पिन मोड्स है. जस्ट मेक द कोड मोर रीडेबल. इफ यू राइट लॉन्ग कोड ना, देयर विल बी लाइक यू आर यूजिंग ऑल द पिन्स ऑफ द आर्डिनो. इट विल बी अ मेस. सो दिस विल हेल्प मी व्हाइल आई एम डिबगिंग द कोड. जब मेरे को कुछ गलती निकालनी है या फिर मैं कोड को वापस रीड कर रहा हूँ, सो इट विल हेल्प अ लॉट. जस्ट लेट मी राइट अप LED. We'll select this, Control C, going to paste it 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 times. Then we have up LED, we have down LED, we have left LED, we have right LED, it's not right LED, and we have S LED. Okay, so all the pin modes are done. Yes, they are done. Okay. The first thing we have to do is we have to read the values. So for that also we need a variable. Int xval, comma 5val. So xval is equals to analog read export, and then analog read export. Yval is equals to analog read, forgot the a in analog read yport. Okay, so now we have read both the values. Now we will write if else statements. कैसे लिखेंगे हम लोग if else statement? I've told you, ठीक है. So we have two sets of LEDs, up and down, right or left. Okay, and we have two values, xval and yval. So we will write first. This is xval. So this is xval. This is this is responsible for what? Left and right movement. So if in bracket xval is greater than, okay, greater than how much? What is that? Up limit and dwn limit. dwmn. Should always check your variables. D limit is fine actually. Up limit and D limit. So x is greater than up limit. If x value is greater than up limit, then which LED we have to light up? Tell me. Up LED, right? But up LED we have to light up. So we will write digital right up LED 1. Now, okay, this is, it didn't automatically give the curly bracket. See, you have to close and open curly bracket to take care of curly bracket. See, this is the function void setup. Its opening curly bracket is this and closing curly bracket is this. This is the void loop. Opening curly bracket is this and closing curly bracket is this. This is if set statement, which opening curly bracket is this and closing curly bracket is this. Okay, so this is if statement. I will copy this and paste it again, again, again. Okay, so if x is greater than up limit, then this. Okay, and if, actually we can do if else and else. So let me do that. If else if xval is smaller than what? D limit. अभी मैंने क्या किया है मैं बताता हूँ कंप्लीट करने के बाद. ओके, देन वी नीड DLED 1. Then I need a else digital right u is 0, this is right DLED 0. Okay, so अभी मैंने क्या किया, instead of doing multiple ifs की if x value is greater than up limit then do this, if x value is smaller than down limit then do this, if y value is greater than up limit then do this. I have created two if state if else if and else statement, if else statement two if else statement, because either xval can be up or either down. Okay, so suppose, so what Arduino will do now, Arduino will check if this condition is true. Arduino will not check this in this condition. Okay, it will directly jump to this condition. अगर हम लोग कंटिन्यूसली इफ लिखेंगे तो हर एक कंडीशन चेक करेगा, बट हमें पता है कि अगर एक्स वैल ग्रेटर देन अप लिमिट है तो वो स्मॉलर देन डाउन लिमिट हो ही नहीं सकता. ओके, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. Either it will be smaller than down limit or greater than up limit. Okay, I hope everything is right. You just have to copy all of this again. Let's paste it here and change the value from x val to y val. Okay, and also up LED. Okay, this will be up only. Let's create a partition because it was getting confusing. Okay, for partition I have used two slash lines which indicate for comments. You can write anything you want here, not here. You can write anything you want here and it will not be taken as coding. Okay, it will be just taking as characters and it will be removed but before giving it to the Arduino. So yval, agar yval is greater than upper limit, then we have to, I think we have messed up because xval for was left and right. So let's correct what we have messed up. xval is greater than up limit means this is the xval. So अगर ये up limit से ज़्यादा है तो ये right side में है तो ये right LED होगा. If xval is smaller than down limits and then left LED, and here also right and left LED. This is R and R only. Okay, and we don't need an SLED. For stopping we will just switch off all the LEDs. It will save one LED. Okay, so अगर xval की वैल्यू अप लिमिट से ज़्यादा है तो हमें R LED को ऑन कर देना है, और else if xval की वैल्यू डाउन लिमिट से कम है तो हमें L LED को ऑन कर देना है. ओके, एंड else मतलब अगर xval की वैल्यू अप लिमिट से ज़्यादा भी नहीं है एंड डाउन लिमिट से कम भी नहीं है. ठीक है, मतलब ये अप लिमिट और डाउन लिमिट के बीच में है या फिर दोनों के बराबर है, तो हमें R LED को और L LED को दोनों को ऑफ कर देना है. अब इसकी कोड राइट है कि रॉन्ग है? कोड राइट है, लॉजिक इज राइट, देयर इज अ माइनर एरर इन इट. ओके, पहले मैंने सोचा था कि लेट इट रन एंड देन यू गाइज विल पॉइंट इट आउट, बट लेट्स रिजॉल्व इट ओनली बिकॉज इट्स ऑलरेडी हाफ एन आवर, सो just quickly complete it. So problem इसमें ये है कि when suppose for 1 second xval is greater than up limit, then it will switch on the R LED. then फिर xval जो है वो down limit से नीचे चला जाएगा. ठीक है, then it will switch on the L LED. बट होगा क्या कि वो R LED को ऑफ नहीं करेगा, वो R LED भी तभी तक ऑन ही रहेगी. दैट इज़ द प्रॉब्लम. ओके, तो जब ये xval अपर इज ग्रेटर देन अप लिमिट, सो हमें ये तो करना ही है. ओके, इज ग्रेटर देन अप लिमिट, सो हमें R LED को तो ऑन करना ही है बट L LED को ऑफ भी करना है. सिमिलरली यहाँ पे R LED को ऑफ भी करना है. ओके, सिमिलरली यहाँ पर भी okay. So now we have done it. Okay, up LED, this is also done, this is also done. Now all the curly brackets are also closed. Good. Let's quickly run our code to see if there's any error. There is no error in the code. That's good to know. And there's only one thing left to do now. We have to attach the LEDs. So let's attach the LEDs. Okay. Where are the LEDs? We need how many LEDs? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then what else we need? We need a resistor also for each LED. One. Let me just skip. Delete that. Let me just take one LED only. Set it to 300 ohms and then copy it multiple times. Okay, so fatapat. Okay, it's creating a hindrance for me. Let's quickly connect everything. Okay, so this is up. Let me also label it. Up, down, right, left. Small and middle. Okay, so let me check the code for the connections. Up LED is pin number 3. So pin number 3. Then the down LED is pin number 4. Pin number 4. And then the L left LED is pin number 5. And then the R LED is pin number 6. Okay. So let's start. Okay. Now, what is this? Tell me what is this? This is our Y val and this is our X val. Okay. So now this is the mid position. This is the mid position and this is the mid position. Okay, this is the mid position. So now what we can see that हम लोगों ने लेफ्ट राइट वाले को मिड पे लेके आ गए हैं तो रेड वाला एलईडी ऑफ हो गया है बट ये लेफ्ट वाला एलईडी ऑन हो गया है आई जस्ट मूव इट हियर देन अभी आर वाला एलईडी ऑन हो गया है एल वाला लेफ्ट वाला एलईडी ऑफ हो गया है मूव इट अगेन हियर अगेन लेफ्ट वाला एलईडी ऑन हो गया है एंड आर वाला एलईडी ऑफ हो गया है इज इट ऑफ yeah it's off only okay देन अगर हम लोग इसको अप करते हैं देन ओके, अप करने पे डाउन वाला एलईडी ऑन हो रहा है एंड डाउन करने पे अप वाला एलईडी ऑन हो रहा है. And that is easy. You would just, how, why is this happening? Let's see. Up करने पे okay, see, up means this is up only ना, this is the midpoint and this is the 1023 point means the high point. So ये up है and ये down है, so it is correct only. Okay. Okay, so this was all about how a joystick works. I know it got a bit messy here, but you guys can again build it, rebuild it. Okay, try to switch on different things than LED. Okay, try to attach a motor. Well, I have not taught you how to attach a motor to the Arduino yet. So we will discuss that in our next class, that how to use motors, how to use motor drivers, what kind of circuit we can use to see. Arduino is giving power to the potentiometer here, which is generally okay, okay, but in some cases Arduino cannot power everything. We will use some other components, we will use some other ICs which Arduino cannot power. Okay, ICs Arduino can power, but it's not good to take power from the Arduino. Arduino is not a power supply, it's a controller, it's a microcontroller, it's the brains of the device, not the muscle, the power of the control system. Okay, so we will see how to make a power supply, okay, using the 7805 and 9-volt battery. Then we will also see the motor and motor driver, and then we will drive the motor. Okay, but we will only drive the motor using the serial monitor. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this class and I hope you have understood everything. And so thank you very much for watching this video. Happy learning.